Hello, Happy New Year, everyone. This is 2023. I'm definitely happy today because of my friend, Dr. Ubong, an amazing, wonderful, iconic leader who really blessed us while he was on earth. As I speak to you, his message still resonates in our hearts. And so many of us who came across this gentle spirit, okay, we are really impacted by his presence and more importantly, by his knowledge. So this 2023, the winning edge is a moment for us not just to reminisce on the impact it made in our lives, but also to create a better outcome in our imagination so that we can begin to win the war and the battle of life. First in our mind, and secondly in our daily activities. So as you're watching this program today, I want you to know there is that spirit of winning that is embedded in your soul even before you were born. There is that consciousness of your capacities and capabilities. But what I tell everyone that care to know, just like Dr. Ubong was a man that was resilient, he was always looking for the next best thing to bring to the world. He was a man that was always working on his inner self. He was always trying to reach a higher level of being, and that translated to him inspiring all of us, helping a lot of people, and today is also in memory of this young, beautiful soul, whom I know right now is in the heavens just looking down on all of us. And I'm sure he's happy wherever he is today. And in that spirit, I want you to know that any one of us here is a burning light of God. All of us in this platform, you are the means through which God finds presence on earth. You are throughout the instrumentality of our body, okay? Through the person that we are, the Spirit of God, the voice of God, the essence of God exudes through us, okay? So there's nothing else that we're supposed to be concerned except to unearth, to reveal the capacities that we have, the energies, the potentials, the talent that we have, so that other mortals who are caught up in some kind of darkness, in some kind of situation, in some kind of circumstances, when they see us, they light up. So the essence of winning is not to dominate another person, but to be a light for those who have lost hope. All right? So when you say you're winning, it means that you are, by definition of being a victor, okay? By definition of overcoming obstacles, by definition of, of victoriously ascending to a higher level of self, you're becoming an epitome of example of what the human mind and the human spirit can do, okay? In 2023, in this program today, I want you to write down the quality of person you are looking forward to becoming, okay? What kind of character do you want to possess, okay? Because 90% of all the desires of our heart is subject to the character that we build. If you desire to be a man of substance, you must be having the character of leadership. Someone who not just wants to become successful, but someone that wants to show the way to other people. So in other words, the reason why you're trying to become successful is to understand those tenets, to build those qualities, to understand the characteristic. Even though as you're becoming a man of success, a woman of success, you are also at the same time understanding those tenets, the principles, the discipline that is required for you to become that person. So when you finally emerge as a winner, when you finally have those trophies, maybe a bigger house, maybe building hospitals for people, paying school fees, funding scholarships for people. You not only do those things, you can explain those principles, you can explain those characteristics to the people coming behind you. So a winner is someone who has run a race, finished that race well, but has laid a path for people to run that race better. That is why in this event, today, we are not just here because it's another day. It's because someone lived a life. He won. And for the sake of what he has done, and what has explained, and the trails that he left, and the path and the footstep that he put in the heart of men. This event is a reminder that each and every one of us who are watching this right now is capable of great, unimaginable, wonderful things. So wherever you're watching from, whatever little abode you are listening from, whatever high and mighty, wonderful mansion you're listening from, I want you to know, whichever divide you find yourself, none of those things reflect the true color or the true character of who you are. You are much, much more than where you are watching from right now. Whoever you are right now, let's say, for example, you're a president of a country, because I know Dr. Ubong has friends in many high places. A lot of great people had worked with him. He has brought so many powerful human personalities on this platform. But in any of those things, as you are possibly in your mind at the pinnacle of your career or your business, that is just the least of what you could become. The same way you can look up to the sky and you can't see a ceiling, the same way your spirit has no ceiling of what it can manifest. However, though, there's a limitation to your spirit. What is that? Like, wow, limitation to your spirit? The limitation to your spirit is in this earthly body. You have a limited time for an unlimited spirit. In other words, as a matter of fact, your timeline is ticking. Your duration is getting shorter. So your spirit man, which has unlimited potential, unlimited capacity, has a limited time. So this is the time to win. This is the time to go out there. First of all, go inside of you, develop those capacities, take courses, listen to great people, find mentors, coaches, okay? Subject yourself to a great course. Be part of a big project that inspires you, okay? Find someone whom by all means you know cannot afford to be in your presence, and reach out to those people so that they can become very grateful that they are having access to what, by means of where they are, they can't reach out to that. And in that context, what you're becoming is a winner, okay? The winning edge in this context is that you're doing beyond what you believe or the society has made you believe you can do. The edge you have is that imagination to know that your spirit man is unlimited. No matter the circumstances you find yourself, no matter the pinnacle or the height you've attained, the person living inside of you has no limit, okay? So I want to encourage you today to do 4 things for me. First of all, I want you to make a decision today that you're going to be a winner, okay? And the edge you have is that you have an unlimited spirit, okay? The edge you have is, in as much as you live in a world of physicality, in a physical, material world, but you are a spirit that gives meaning to these things. So, and that's why the Bible says, do not conform to the world, be ye transformed in your mind. So you are not limited by your spirit, but you have a timeline that you have to do what you got to do, okay? The second thing I want you to do, apart from making that decision to be unlimited, is to begin to engage deeper into self-reflection of finding that true calling. What is it that, if I take all the money away in the world, you still find joy doing it? If I pay you more money to do that same thing, you see the money as resources to extend the quality and the frontiers of what you love to do, okay? So find that one thing that kicks into your gut, that gives you the passion that you enjoy to do regardless of the circumstances. In the middle of nowhere, you still find some sense of fulfillment and contentment doing that thing that you love to do, okay? And then the third thing I want you to do is reach out to people whom you know are greater than you in their development of who they have become. Because all men are born equal, except the type of thoughts that they think, okay? So reach out to people that you know, that by reason of relationship and collaboration, they're going to stretch you to be more than where you are right now. And when you go to such people who have done well, more than you have, go with the spirit of meekness. Okay? The spirit of meekness. And sometimes I see people talk about the concept of humility, that people come with a humble spirit, be humble in towards other men. I have a differential to that. Okay, I am not a proponent of men being humble to other men. Okay, because humility in itself can only be truly a virtue when you are humble towards God. God is the only entity in the universe, in the whole world, in the whole space of time, that has the capacity to take someone that is made of soil and give it life. So the word humility came from the root word humus, which is soil, which is dirt. And it's only God that can give life to that which is not alive. Okay? And then on the other hand, humility also means to talk less of the value of something. If this is gold, like I'm wearing a gold watch right now, okay? If you talk about this in the spirit of humility, you're going to say this is silver. This is gold. This is not silver. But if you ask this watch to be humble, which means you're asking this watch to be less than what it is. But I'd rather tell this gold watch not to be humble towards men, but to be meek. It means to ascertain and affirm that this is gold, but yet it's just what it is made of. It doesn't make it any better than any other metal that God has made. So humility means that you are nothing without God. But before men, you are something. You came with something from God. You came with some deposit, but you're not using that to exalt yourself above other men. Okay? So in this 2023, okay, you want to reach out to people who can help you stretch yourself. And then finally, I want you to reach out to people for the sole purpose of lifting them up. That's what Dr. Ubong King did for all of us. He poured his life into so many souls. I remember when I met him sometime in Calabar River State. And he was in my class because I was going to speak a day before him. And as soon as he walked into that class, and I asked him why, he said the only reason why he came to that class because he heard about me, and he wanted to hear what this man, whom I have not seen, going to teach today, because his own subject was going to be the next day. But he, as much great as he was at the time, he was meek enough to come to my space and sit under my training and receive great wisdom. After that day, he honored me with his crest and said to all his tribes, wonderful people, all of you watching right now, and said to them, this man has unfettered access, protocol to anytime, anywhere with him. So he blessed me with his crest and gave me the rite of passage. That was a great spirit. He did not get intimidated by me, nor did he feel arrogant or egotistic to be above me. But yet, in all that he was meek enough to sit under my training. And that presence of his elevated my spirit. So I'm charging you today that you have the grace of God, you have the power of all the things that God is in you to make 2023 a year of sunshine. Go out there and win, and go out and be more a reason why somebody else had to win. I love you. I can't wait to see you guys someday coming 2024. Have a lovely day. God bless you. See, until what you know becomes what you do, you don't know anything. Learning is an improved behavior. In other words, it's not enough to talk about all of this subject. People tell me so many things they have learned, but I don't see the evidence in their personal life. I don't see it in their business in terms of increased sales, increased customer base, increased finances in terms of more money coming into their life. 90% of the time, I see people who get result in businesses, and then something happens, they fail, and they cannot repeat the result again. Why? The laws that they obey for which the result came, they have no understanding what those laws are. So if you don't understand the laws of something, and somehow you get result, it's possible you actually got the result because certain laws were in place and you obeyed it, but because you don't know what those laws are and how it came about,